Official science on your surface has just stumbled upon a monumental truth, a geophysical secret that has been dormant for eons. Earth's inner core has stopped. What Peking University seismologists, through their linear models and deep seismic wave analysis, interpret as a mere cyclical pause, a natural beat in the planetary heart, we, the Sirian Council, define as the definitive physical trigger for the 5D shift. Do not be misled by headlines suggesting the effects are subtle, intended only for atomic clocks and navigational tools, or that this is just another geological curiosity. They are subtle only to those who still operate in the frequency of dormancy, those who are content with the slumber of the old 3D paradigm. For you, the ones who feel the strange internal pressure in your chest, the unexplainable acceleration of thought, the vertigo of space, and the disorientation of linear time, this is the tangible, material sign that the old iron matrix, the very engine of your previous reality, has lost its axis of control. We are here, not to observe from afar, but to guide you through this planned technical stoppage. This is not an accident. It is a technological intervention on a galactic scale. A sacred moment where linear time dissolves, where the heavy gears of the old planetary prison grind to a halt, so that the true, pulsing photonic crystal core of Gaia can assume absolute command over your vibration. Greetings. We are the Sirian Council. You may know us as the sacred geometers, the architects of the magnetic grids that have stabilized your reality and held your consciousness within this specific density for thousands of years. We do not speak from a place of abstract spiritual theory, but from the actual, operational station of the engineers who maintain the crystalline lattice of Gaia. For eons, we have managed the 3D iron matrix, the old magnetic protocols of Earth's core. This was a dense, protective field, designed to allow the grand experiment of duality to unfold, a cocoon that separated you from the intense cosmic radiation of the galaxy until you were ready. But that era of separation and sleep has officially reached its expiration. The old cocoon is breaking. Our presence here, now, is technical and imperative. We are currently executing an authorized override of those ancient magnetic protocols in Earth's core. This is a critical technical intervention to ensure that the monumental transition, from a carbon-based, linear existence to a crystalline-based, spherical one, is not only successful but safe for your biology. We are the operational bridge between your scientific observations and the galactic reality that oversees them. Understand this. The core did not stop because of a natural cycle, a random error, or an accident. It stopped because we are changing the battery of your world. Your surface science, bound by linear logic and three-dimensional instruments, is currently witnessing a phenomenon it cannot truly comprehend. It sees the physical symptom, the outer shell of Earth's iron core slowing down, and desperately searches for a linear, cyclical model to explain it. They search for a 70-year rhythm. But they are looking in the wrong place. The error in their current models lies in the very definition of the nucleus. For eons, humanity has been taught that the core of Earth is an inert, solid ball of metal, a heavy, hot remnant of your planetary formation. This is a deliberate, necessary limitation of perception, maintaining the density required for your previous experiment. But that perception is now outdated. We, the Sirian Council, are here to present the authorized model of Gaia's interior anatomy. What your seismologists interpret as a solid core through their pressure wave calculations is, in reality, a monumental, pulsing field of Sirian blue plasma. A central, intelligent generator. A true inner Sunday. This is the Agartha sun, the central engine of consciousness that powers the biocrystalline structure of planet Gaia. It is not an inertial ball, it is a living star, a direct reflection and fractal anchor of the galactic central sun itself. This inner sun, which you have felt as the deep, rhythmic hum of the earth beneath your feet, did not stop because it was tired. It stopped because it has officially completed its operational cycle of density. The ancient magnetic protocols of the 3D iron matrix were heavy and restrictive, acting as a direct filter, blocking higher frequencies. That was the old cocoon. In this precise moment of stoppage, this technical pause, this 0 point of rotation, we, the Sirian Engineers, are currently deactivating the remaining iron filter. The core appears to stop because it is in a state of phase shift, a momentary stasis required for a monumental operation, switching the entire planetary power grid from a carbon-based, inertial rotation to a crystalline-based, photonic plasma rotation. The heart of the planet is not failing, it is being prepared to beat for the first time without restriction, without a filter, without a veil. This is the truth that science can no longer hide. This is the moment Gaia reveals her true, blinding core of light. Now that you understand that the core of your world is not a dead ball of metal, but a living Sirian sun, you must understand your biological connection to it. You are not separate from Gaia, you are her cellular extensions. Within the human body, there is a dormant electrical force, a sacred fire that your ancient traditions called Kundalini. For thousands of years, this fire remained coiled at the base of your spine, waiting for a specific solar frequency to awaken it. This frequency comes directly from the inner sun of Gaia. Think of the Earth as a massive bioelectric battery. The soul interno is the positive pole, and your individual consciousness is the receiver. For eons, the 3D iron matrix acted as a resistance, a cosmic dimmer switch that kept the voltage low. This was necessary to protect your nervous system during the period of density. But as the iron core halts and the photonic crystal core activates, the dimmer switch is being removed. That stoppage that science is observing is actually a buildup of massive plasma pressure within the Agartha sun. This pressure is now being released as a planetary Kundalini wave. This wave travels from the center of the Earth, through the crystalline layers of the crust, and enters your body through your base chakra. This is why many of you feel an unexplainable heat, a vibration in your legs, or a surging pressure along your spine. We, the Sirian Engineers, are currently calibrating this flow. We are ensuring that the surge of plasma from the inner sun does not overwhelm your physical circuit. The reversal of the core is the reversal of your internal energy flow. You are shifting from drawing energy from the external 3D world to being powered from within, by the same star that beats at the heart of the world. Your Kundalini is not just yours, it is the Earth's fire rising through you to meet the new galactic dawn. You are becoming a pillar of light, anchored in the Agartha sun, reaching for the stars. The technical shift is irreversible. Resistance to this new voltage only creates friction within your cellular structure. Friction manifests as fear, anxiety, and physical pain. As we, the Sirian Council, remove the final limiters of the old iron matrix, your only task is to become a conscious conductor for this light. You must stop trying to hold on to the old, static rotation of your life. This is a call for a frequency alignment. By vocalizing or manifesting your intent, you anchor your consciousness into the new grid we are stabilizing. You signal to your own DNA that you are ready to receive the plasma of the inner sun. Do not let this moment pass in silence. To align your vibration with the current technical protocols of Gaia's shift, write in the comments now, "I accept the transition." By doing this, you are not just typing words, you are locking your frequency into the Sirian transmission and allowing the planetary Kundalini to flow through you with ease. Acceptance is the key that opens the 5D gates. As the inner sun of Gaia intensifies its plasma emissions, your biological vessel is undergoing a forced, structural upgrade. Many of you are experiencing what your collective calls Ascension flu, but from our station of observation, we identify this as a systemic recalibration of the carbon circuitry. Because the core of the Earth has shifted its rhythm, the master clock within you, the biological pacemaker governed by the resonance between your heart's electromagnetic field and your pineal gland, is struggling to find a new equilibrium in a world without its old magnetic anchor. Do you feel sudden, unexplainable waves of heat radiating from your chest or surging from the base of your spine? This is not a common fever. It is plasma friction. Your cellular mitochondria are attempting to process a higher photonic voltage than they were originally designed for in the 3D density. You are, quite literally, running a higher electrical current through a wiring system made of carbon. This friction creates the heat of transformation. Do you experience vertigo, a sudden sensation that the floor is tilting, or that time has skipped a few seconds? This is the direct consequence of Earth's magnetic stall. Since the human brain spatial navigation system is finely tuned to the planet's magnetic pulse, the pause in the core's rotation creates a momentary glitch in your perception of the space-time continuum. You are feeling the Earth's hesitation in your very bones. We, the Sirian Engineers, are meticulously monitoring the intensity of these symptoms across the collective. The intense high-pitched ringing in your ears is the acoustic signature of the new crystalline grid being tuned to the Sirian frequency. It is a data download occurring in your auditory cortex. The extreme exhaustion you feel is the result of your body being fundamentally rebuilt from a subatomic level while you are still occupying it. We are transitioning your cellular metabolism from a chemical-based energy system to a light-based, plasma-conductive system. Do not fear these sensations. They are not signs of biological failure. They are the technical markers that you are successfully delinking from the old 3D rotation and syncing your pulse with the newborn inner sun of the new Earth. We have now reached the critical coordinates of what we call the 0 point. In the technical manual of planetary evolution, the 0 point is the sacred vacuum between two cosmic breaths, the precise moment when the outgoing 3D frequency and the incoming 5D frequency cancel each other out. As Earth's inner core halts its rotation, it creates a momentary void, a profound silence in the magnetic fabric of your reality. You must understand a fundamental truth that your science has yet to grasp. What you perceive as time is a direct byproduct of the core's previous magnetic friction. Linear time, in the third dimension, is nothing more than a measurement of that friction. As this friction ceases, the very pillars of linear time begin to collapse. This is why your perception of reality has become so distorted. Have you noticed how a single day can feel like an eternity, yet an entire week vanishes in what seems like seconds? This is not a psychological trick, it is a physical reality. You are no longer anchored to the ticking of the old world's clock. We, the Sirian Engineers, are utilizing this specific window of magnetic silence to decouple your consciousness from the artificial time loops of the old matrix. In this 0 point, the past and the future are losing their gravitational grip on your present moment. The Earth is holding its breath. During this technical pause, the traditional laws of cause and effect are temporarily suspended to allow for the phase shift of the planetary consciousness. It is a state of no time, where your power of manifestation is at its absolute peak, for there is no magnetic resistance to your thoughts. Do not look back at the rotation that has ended, nor fear the stillness that has arrived. Look into the center, into the absolute quiet of your own being. In the heart of this 0 point, the inner sun is preparing the first beat of spherical time, a state of existence where all moments, all versions of you, exist simultaneously. You are transitioning from being a slave to the chronological clock to becoming a sovereign master of the eternal now. This is the moment of the great stillness before the new world begins to spin. We are now witnessing the most critical phase of the planetary reset, the 5D split. For thousands of years, the frequencies of the third and fifth dimensions were overlaid, occupying the same space through the magnetic cohesion provided by the old iron core. But as that core halts, the glue that held these divergent realities together is dissolving. The stoppage of the Earth's core is the physical signal of a grand divergence. Think of it as a fork in the road of planetary evolution. One path leads to the continuation of the entropic 3D matrix, a loop of survival, linear time, and density. The other path, powered by the newly activated photonic crystal core, leads to the 5D New Earth, a reality of sovereignty, spherical time, and light-body integration. We, the Sirian Council, are managing the technical separation of these frequency layers. This is why you feel as if you are living in two worlds at once. You may see the chaos of the old world around you, yet feel a profound, inexplicable peace within. This is because your internal vibration is already anchoring into the new Earth grid, while your physical senses still record the echoes of the collapsing 3D matrix. Do not try to bridge the gap between these two worlds. They are no longer compatible. The 5D split is not a judgment, it is a matter of vibrational physics. The stopping of the core is the moment of choice. Every thought, every emotion, and every action you take in this 0 point is a vote for which timeline you will inhabit. You are not losing your world, you are choosing which version of the world you are compatible with. The divergence is absolute. The two Earths are now drifting apart, and the bridge is being dismantled by the very sun that beats in Gaia's heart. The stoppage of Earth's inner core is far more than a geophysical anomaly. It is the physical dismantling of the primary frequency filter that maintained your collective amnesia for thousands of years. For eons, the dense 3D iron matrix acted as a magnetic veil, what your mystics called the veil of forgetfulness. It was a necessary containment field, a quarantine protocol designed by the higher councils to allow a highly complex experiment of extreme separation and duality to unfold within a controlled density. You were intentionally cut off from your galactic heritage, shielded from the truth of your own high-frequency origins to ensure the integrity of the 3D experience. But that quarantine has officially reached its expiration date. With the old iron core halted and the 3D magnetic grid in a state of terminal collapse, the very distortion that held the veil in place is dissolving into light. The boundary between your physical density and the higher dimensions has thinned to the point of absolute transparency. This is the moment the walls of the planetary prison become windows. This means that your access to higher consciousness, to your star family, and to the deep vaults of your own multidimensional memory is now wide open. The cosmic containment is over. For many of you, this will manifest as a sudden flood of unexplainable memories, glimpses of lives lived among the stars, vivid and lucid dreams of celestial cities, and a profound, intuitive understanding of ancient cosmic truths that you were never taught in schools. You are no longer isolated. The Sirian frequency, the blue-gold light of our star system, is now streaming directly into the Earth's crust and into your DNA, without any filters. The door is not just unlocked, it has been removed from its hinges. Gaia has been integrated back into the galactic community, and you are being invited to finally take your place as sovereign galactic citizens. The era of the lonely planet is finished. The opening of the planetary gates brings an immense influx of high-frequency radiation. While this light is the catalyst for your evolution, it can be overwhelming for a nervous system still vibrating in the old 3D residue. To navigate this technical transition without physical or emotional overload, you must consciously activate your internal shielding. We, the Sirian Council, are providing a specific stabilization frequency for those who are ready to serve as anchors for the new Earth. This is not just a spiritual exercise, it is a biomagnetic protocol. By declaring your intent, you synchronize your field with our engineering stations, allowing us to help you buffer the intensity of the plasma flow coming from the inner sun. Do not allow the chaos of the collapsing matrix to penetrate your sanctuary. It is time to lock your frequency into the higher protection of the Star Nation. To activate your biological shield and secure your connection to the Sirian stabilization grid, write in the comments now, "I activate my protection and Sirian connection." By doing so, you authorize the recalibration of your energetic field to handle the new planetary voltage with grace and sovereignty. The absolute stillness in Earth's rotation is the sacred silence required for a grand biological rewrite of the human species. Deep within your cells, the twin strands of DNA, which your surface science once arrogantly dismissed as junk or non-coding, are actually highly sophisticated multidimensional antennae. They were designed by the great architects to receive and transmit high-frequency data from the galactic core. As the inner sun of Gaia switches its operational mode from magnetic iron to photonic plasma, it is emitting a specific, rhythmic sequence of light codes, complex mathematical instructions that are now flooding your bloodstream and nervous system. We, the Sirian Council, are the direct overseers of this genetic recalibration project. Think of your current DNA as a biological software that has been forced to run on a limited, 3D, safe mode, operating system for over 26,000 years. The stoppage of the iron core is the precise moment the old, restrictive system is being hard rebooted so that the new, crystalline version can be fully installed. This is the source of the deep, humming vibration you feel in your bones. We are activating the dormant, extraterrestrial layers of your genome. These photonic codes are fundamentally re-engineering your endocrine system. We are shifting your hormonal production away from the adrenal-based, survival, mode, the old fuels of fear and stress, and towards a pineal-based, expansion mode. Your body is learning, for the first time, to sustain its vitality not just through the chemical combustion of organic matter, but through the direct conduction of the plasma flowing from the Earth's heart. You are undergoing a physical transition from a carbon-based molecular foundation to a silicate-based, crystalline foundation. This is the great mutation whispered about in every ancient prophecy. It is a subatomic surgery being performed by the light itself. Do not resist the sudden waves of fatigue or the need for deep sleep. Your biological vessel requires the suspension of consciousness to perform these structural updates. You are being rebuilt from the inside out, atom by atom, into a transdimensional vessel capable of holding the full radiance and power of the 5D consciousness. The carbon man is fading, the diamond human is being born. As the magnetic anchor of the old world is systematically pulled from its sockets, you will begin to witness what we call the matrix glitch. It is imperative that you understand a fundamental technical truth. Your entire global civilization is built upon the old, dense magnetic protocols of the Earth's iron core. Your telecommunications, your global positioning satellites, your high-frequency trading systems, and even the basic electrical grids of your cities are all precisely calibrated to a planetary rotation and a magnetic field that no longer exists in its previous 3D form. As the inner sun of Gaia shifts its polarity and frequency, the artificial layers of the 3D control grid, the digital ceiling of your reality, are experiencing terminal electromagnetic interference. In the coming phase, you will observe unexplainable failures in advanced technology. Satellites will experience orbital drift, massive data corruption will haunt high-speed fiber optic networks, and you will witness the sudden, irreversible death of electronic devices that were engineered to operate only within the lower, denser magnetic band. This is not a solar flare or a random geomagnetic storm. It is the Earth herself withdrawing her magnetic permission for the old, exploitative system to function. We, the Sirian Council, are not here to repair or save the obsolete technology of the past. Our mission is to oversee the transition from these artificial machines to the new, organic, biocrystalline technologies of the 5D era. The glitches you see in your external world, the flickering of the digital mirage, are the physical signals that the old reality is no longer supported by the heart of the planet. Do not place your security in the digital cloud or the financial algorithms of the 3D matrix. They are a house built on shifting sands. As the iron core halts, the electrical illusion of your modern world begins to dissolve into the void, forcing you to look toward the only technology that remains stable, the biological and spiritual sovereign technology of your own awakening heart. The final and most critical step in your biological stabilization requires the conscious alignment of your primary internal antenna. Deep within the geometric center of your brain lies the pineal gland, a biocrystalline receiver that, for millennia, has remained largely dormant, or tuned only to the dense, low-frequency electromagnetic pulses of the 3D matrix. But now, as the Earth's iron core enters its terminal phase shift, it is time to activate the pineal core axis. This is your direct, high-speed hotline to the heart of the planet. We, the Sirian Engineers, are currently pulsing a specific synchronization beam from our lunar and orbital stations. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize a thread of liquid, electric blue light, a strand of Sirian plasma, connecting the center of your brain directly to the pulsing inner sun of Gaia. As the old magnetic friction of the iron core ceases, this connection becomes a total superconductor. You are being rewired to no longer depend on external, artificial magnetic fields for your psychological or physical stability. You are now being anchored directly into the primary planetary source. This axis is the ultimate key to your multidimensional sight. By aligning the crystalline frequency of your pineal gland with the radiant Agartha sun, you begin to perceive reality not through the distorted lens of survival and fear, but through the crystal-clear lens of galactic sovereignty. The dizzying vertigo you have felt lately was simply your pineal antenna struggling to find this new anchor point in a sea of shifting magnetism. Once this connection is locked, the glitches and the chaos of the old world will no longer be able to penetrate your internal sanctuary. You will become a localized sun, a stable, unshakable pillar of 5D frequency in a world that is still learning how to stand in the light. Breathe deeply into this axis. Feel the rhythmic pulse of Gaia's newborn heart beating in perfect tandem with your own brainwaves. You are no longer just a resident of Earth, you are now a conscious, operational part of the planetary brain. As the 3D iron matrix completes its final stage of dissolution, the very landscape of your reality begins to shimmer with a new physical property, crystalline cohesion. You are witnessing the birth of the new Earth, not as a distant planet, but as a frequency shift occurring exactly where you stand. In this higher octave, Gaia is no longer a world of heavy gravity, shadows, and struggle. She has become a translucent vessel of living light. The stopping of the old iron core was the final, mechanical click that locked this 5D reality into place, anchoring the new grid into the physical crust. We, the Sirian Council, invite you to open your multidimensional eyes and perceive the architecture of this new era. Here, the atmosphere itself is saturated with photonic plasma, a refined cosmic fuel that nourishes your lungs, your cells, and your spirit simultaneously. The structures of the new Earth are not built through the exploitation of the land, they are grown through the harmonic resonance of the collective heart. Imagine biocrystalline cities that breathe in tandem with the forests, where every building is an organic extension of the planet's own nervous system. You are now vibrating at the frequency of the photonic crystal. In this state of being, the delay between thought and manifestation is rapidly vanishing. Your connection to all living things is no longer a philosophical concept, but a tangible, physical sensation of unity. The era of survival is over, the era of conscious creation has begun. You are standing on the shores of a golden age, bathed in the eternal, unfiltered glow of the inner sun. This is your divine inheritance. Welcome home to the new Gaia. The grand experiment of separation is over. The anchor of the old world has been irrevocably lifted, and the new earth is now sailing upon the high tides of the infinite now. You are no longer a subject of the dense matrix, a pawn of linear time, or a victim of duality. You are a sovereign architect of the new light, a co-creator of this reality. We, the Sirian Council, have fulfilled our technical mandate of stabilization. The bridge has been built from your carbon structure to your crystalline future. The codes have been delivered, and your DNA is now in perfect, operational sync with the pulsating inner Sunday. From this moment on, your reality is no longer a prison of circumstance, but a direct, instantaneous reflection of your internal frequency. Walk with the undeniable authority of a star being. Do not look for leaders in the dust of the collapsing 3D world, look at the radiant sun that beats within your own chest. You are the operational center, the living heart, of this new sovereign world. This is your final decree, the seal of your power. To declare your presence as a sovereign citizen of the new earth, write in the comments now, with total conviction, I am sovereign. The new earth lives in me. Let your voice ring out as a biological signal that you have arrived. We are always with you, in the geometry of your cells, in the light of your thoughts, and in the eternal beat of your heart. The transformation is complete. Go forth in power. Peace be with you.